Welcome back to my channel, and I want to speak with you today about being who you are, whether you're liked or not. And I want to start with this quote that I thought of yesterday, which is, it's better to be a strong enemy who is respected than to be a weak friend. Because a lot of us sometimes, in order to be accepted and liked and to be approved, we go along with the crowd. We don't want to rock the boat. We don't want to say what we really want to say. We don't want to be honest. We don't want to say what's on our minds. We don't want to do the things we really want to do, even when we know that what we're doing is not hurting anybody, but because we know it won't be approved of, sometimes we don't say those things or do those things. And I want to say that in the long term, it's not good. In the long term, it's not good, because when the future arrives, we'll be full of regrets. Because who knows the kinds of things that we are closing ourselves off from, the kind of opportunities that we're not taking because we don't want other people to feel bad, when we know that we're not hurting them, but because we don't want them to feel bad or upset, we're not doing the right things for us. We're not doing the right things for our family, our families. So the next time that you're thinking to yourself, I don't want to make this person unhappy, I don't want to make them upset, by being myself, by doing the things I really want to do and saying the things I really want to say. I want you to think of the consequences of that, because the consequences of you being yourself and saying what you want to say and doing what you want to do, you have to think about the consequences of that versus the consequences of you not doing anything that you genuinely want to do. Of course, I'm not advocating for any actions that will put other people in danger. What I'm saying is, the things that they're not going to hurt other people, but they will not be approved of, you still need to do them, because you got to think about your future, or the future of the people around you. If you sacrifice who you could become, the opportunities you could have, if you sacrifice them just to get along with the crowd, what happens is, one day, you might not, but one day, there's a very good chance you're going to wake up and you're going to be full of regret. Because as we all know, we never regret the things that we've done as much as the things that we don't even attempt to do. So I want you to really think about your future, really think about who you want to become. And if the people around you, if you notice that the people around you, they won't approve of your plans and your goals and your ambitions, it's time to make that tough decision. Do you still want to be around those people? Do you still want to be around them if you can't do what you want to do? If you can't express yourself, your real self, if you can't be your authentic self, do you really want to be around them? It's a very important question, because you might be happy right now, because you're used to putting yourself down so that, they don't feel threatened by you. You might be comfortable now, but one day you might wake up and just wish you did the things that you genuinely wanted to do. I've been in situations like that before where, in order to be around so many people and to get along with so many people and not rock the boat, I've simply just followed the crowd. And as time went on, I started to improve and just stop doing that. And there was a lot of regret, because you start to realize that you lost a lot of opportunities in life. You missed a lot of things because you have to understand, if you train yourself to be someone who is constantly seeking approval, who is just dependent on other people's, likes, just approving of you and being your friend. If you're dependent on being around people, otherwise you can't survive. If you're thinking like that, if you train yourself to be that type of person, that becomes a part of your personality. And as we all know, thoughts, and habits and our actions, they become our personalities. And then personalities, if we obviously we continue to behave in those ways, it will end up becoming our future. So it's like your ideas, they become your thoughts they become your attitude becomes your habit they become your personality, and personality, they become your future. Who you are is a good example of who you could be in the future. So if you want to be someone great in the future, you need to be a great person now. You need to start now. Okay? If you're constantly practicing being approved by other people instead of self-approval, if you're constantly seeking validation, not standing up for yourself just because you don't want to lose people, if you constantly do that, that becomes a part of who you are. And that becomes a part of how you conduct yourself in the world, how you carry yourself. So I want you to think about who you want to be and start being that person from now. If you want to be a strong, powerful, confident person in the future who is successful, you gotta start now. You have to start now, and that means, eliminating the behaviors that are not the behaviors of a confident person. You can seek advice, but I'm saying, don't be seeking constant approval. Don't change who you are just to get along, because you could be harming your future. Watch more of my videos to become the best version of who you want to be. Stay tuned, and we'll speak soon.